Hello and welcome back to another video. Right, I'm off to meet Eric and we're going to Brookside in Liverpool. Brookside Close to be exact. Brookside is a real place. It was just that they built the close at the end for the TV show. Now, the TV show ran from 1982 up until 2003, and in 2023 it's coming back on the screens, but it's not on Channel 4 like it used to be. It's on something called STV, which I do believe is Scottish TV. How it ended up there, I don't know. So anyway, when it came off the telly in 2003, the close lay derelict for quite a number of years, and I managed to explore the place in 2008. I think the back end of 2008 or 2009 it was, and I just took some photographs of it in a really bad state. I think at the time, because the actual close didn't have electricity because it was only built for the TV show, they used to have holes in the walls where they used to put cameras through, and I believe generators used to power the cameras and stuff like that. And I think they dug all sort of like trenches to put cables in for when it was sort of before it was getting bought and stuff like that. So I just thought, you know what, I'll go down and I'll compare some old photographs which I've found. Now, you'll have to bear with me on these photographs. They are very old camera photographs, so they're not really the best of quality, but you know, you do get the general idea. So I thought, yeah, it's pretty big news. It's never been shown on telly since it came off the telly, and I just thought I'd pop down today and I'll do a comparison with some old photographs and to show you what it's like now in 2023. Right, so this is the start of Brookside, and when I say Brookside, it is actually a real place called Brookside. It's just that at the end of it is the close, Brookside Close. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw up some photographs, some old photographs what I found of when I first explored this place back in 2009. It was about 6 years after the place closed, and Eric is just telling me he used to deliver.
See the gate?
Oh yeah,
That's where the barrier was.
That's where the old security was. Yeah, so I found some old photographs and I'm going to add them into this video somehow. They were taken on a very old camera, so the quality isn't that good, so just bear with me on that. So we're now coming up to the old, like Eric's just pointed out, the old security gate. There used to be a barrier across there, and these two sort of new houses here used to be the security lodge, and I believe some of these houses here used to be, no, they used to be like costume, I think, or whatever.
Yeah, they're all flats, they're flats.
There's the original post for the gate, and we're just now coming into Brookside, or Brookside Close. I believe them houses as well were part of the props and costume.
I've never been in it.
Never, ever.
Never ever been in it.
Wow. There's one to let there as well. I had a look at that the other day. That was £925 a month, a week.
Never ever been in it.
No. You know, the first time I come here, it was like I walked around this corner and I was like, the size of it is tiny. You know, like expected to be, it looks like big on the telly, but it's tiny, like. But I wouldn't mind living in that one there.
How much is it for?
£925 a month.
How much is the buy?
Yeah, probably a lot. These two in front of me used to be the canteen, and I think props as well. And as you can see there, not the original sign. Should we take a walk around?
Do you reckon it's an original sign?
No, it's not original, that's new, that. That's new. So I'm not going to go to people's windows and
This is the thing
think,
now,
yo.
people live here, so you got to be careful.
Well, you've got to be careful, but I mean, it's, you know, I can sort of stand here. So the most famous house, number 10 Brookside Close, Jimmy Corkill's. So that's where Trevor Jordache was buried under the patio, and I do have a photograph of me lying on that very same patio in 2009.
When no one lived here.
When there's no one lived there. I mean, it was all just like, all this here. I don't know if they had electric in the actual studio, you know, in the house when they're filming, because all these roads were ripped up like gullies. So I think when they were sort of going to sell it, when someone was buying it, they were sort of putting the wiring and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just it's tiny, isn't it? It's very, very tiny. I'm trying to remember who lived in who. The Murrays lived next door to Jimmy Corkill. That was Ron Dixon's. That was Max Farnham's. That was Harry Cross's, and that was the Grants. I don't think anyone lived in that because, or did they? I don't know. I can't remember that being in Brookside, but it probably was. I say these two were props and that stuff like so. It's tiny, isn't it? Every time I come back, it seems to get smaller and smaller.
Because you're getting bigger and bigger.
I know. Do you want to take a little walk?
I've never been here. I've lived here up here all my life. I've never been in here.
You never watched Brookside before?
First couple of episodes when I was a kid, and then.
Well, do you remember there used to be a massive conifer in front of Jimmy's house here? Used to be about, I don't know, God knows, it was tall, really tall. Do you remember, you see that part there? I'll just zoom in. That used to be the entry that led through to the Brookside parade, but obviously it was a fake parade. So I do have a photograph with the gates are, yeah. I do have a photograph of that sort of alleyway when they had the phone box there. So I'll whack it in right now. So you just walk around and see if anyone says anything.
Well, yeah, but at the end of the day,
Can't say nothing.
it's where they live. I just think it's nuts. Like.
I'll just say you used to be in Brookside, and they'll say what as I'll say he was an extra.
I'm extra that you never got past the gate. Deliver the Alpine.
Yeah, that was number 10. That Jimmy Corkill's house. Obviously, it's not number 10 now. Like.
So you're a Brookside nut then?
Not a nut, but I used to watch it all the time.
No, I've never.
That's nice, isn't it? That is nice. That.
It is a nice house, yeah. £1,000 a month though.
925.
Again, it must be four beds, yeah.
Easy, yeah. Easy 4 beds, like. If you know what, if I wasn't living where I was and stuff like that, I'd quite happily live here, mate. Yeah. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, they must get used to people coming in.
They must do, because you know it's an iconic set, isn't it? It's not like people just walk randomly to film people's houses, like.
The thing is, would you want to live somewhere where, you know... And you say that, it must have died off now when it finished 20
no,
years
well,
ago.
it's died off, but...
20 years?
Yeah, I walk up here. But what you've got is, now it's back on the telly.
People will come here.
People are coming here. So yeah, you had the Grant's house there. Well, two of the most famous houses I'd say is that. And there's that one there. Obviously that was the patio. And that was where Barry Grant lived. Yeah, so I'm trying to think who was who in the houses. I mean, you know, I watched it religiously, but I always forget. So yeah, obviously Jimmy Corkill and the Murrays were in them too. And then Ron Dixon.
When did it start?
1982. Yeah. And then Max Farnham's, Harry Cross, and the Grants.
So these houses must be 35 years old now?
Well, it was built for film. It wasn't built originally as houses. It was built to film Brookside.
12. No, it's 40 years, isn't it?
40 years, is it?
41 years.
What, from 1982 to now?
Yeah, because we lived in Coffee Park and my house was 40 years old. So these were built the same time as that.
Yeah. Mad, isn't it? It's quiet, like.
Yeah, it's a nice place to live. It's a nice place to live.
It's just out the way, just...
It's a nice place to live.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, mad. Proper mad. Couldn't go past on the back and everything a million times. Never. New was here, never took any interest in it.
No, as soon as I found out it was like sort of accessible back in 2009, I was straight down here, mate. Yeah. Obviously behind this as well, you see this quite a lot in Brookside, and behind that is the River Alt.
Yeah, it's just...
You know, look at it, it's mad, isn't it?
So them 3 houses there, what, with a canteen or something?
Yeah, they were, one was a canteen, one was props, and I can't ever remember that house getting used. I mean, if anyone, you know, was watching, please drop a comment and say, you know, but I can't remember ever that house getting used, to be honest with you.
They knew them houses there?
They knew, they were the old security lodge, yeah. Right, so what I was saying before, about number 10 being one of the most famous houses on the close, it was also famous for the very first lesbian kiss before the watershed, Anna Frail. Now, when I explored this place back in 2009, the place was locked, and I've looked through the letterbox because that's where the kiss took place, just, you know, just outside the front, just behind the front door. So I'll pop a picture up now of what it looked like. There's no one having any lesbian kisses there, like, but you know, just gives you a bit of an idea. Right, so I'll just show you something really cool while Eric's messing around with his drone. Dotted around, or some of them in the close, are the original street lights and an original CCTV surveillance sign as well. You've got, let's see, another one here, I think. Yeah, you got another one which is original, and then the rest are just sort of you know, modern or new, I should say. I don't know if they work, like, but yeah, they've been here since 1982. Pretty cool. So that was...
What was here, the
yeah,
was the top here, the entrance here.
That's right, yeah. So yeah, these two houses are fairly new. I think it might have been used for, you know, I don't know, costume or something, but...
We used to turn around there, just turn around there, but this closer as people lived in it.
Yeah, people lived there and there, but in that one there, I don't think...
I'm not sure past there.
I don't think they were used, to be honest with you.
See the flats? They're all flats.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
Did you not know they were flats?
No.
They're all flats.
Alright. Right, so that was a little look around Brookside Close in 2023. As always, cheers for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.